let's move forward, shall we? Because Yaz was talking about New Yorkers, even though she is a New Yorker.
Exactly. I know about it.
But I want to say this real quick. Man, I wish I could. Before the end of this, I'm gonna play out a different version of a Tupac song that AI generated. But while I have a moment, I wanted to share with y'all some good news. Did you all see that Comic-Con did welcome our very own good friend Nas and Wu-Tang? Yeah, these are our homies. Why we call them that? Because we grew up with these folks. Big Wu-Tang head I was growing up, which cost me a lot of, I used to argue with my friends because, I grew up around Midwest Southern dudes, you know what I'm saying? And they hated all New York shit. Like, just hated it. Now, I'm on the panel with 3 tri-state motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know Yaz has adopted Florida fairly well. But I was not welcomed into, like, I had to listen to ODB in secret because, like, the dudes I was hanging with was real heavy on Scarface, UGK, you know what I'm saying? They was not into, Obama Atomically, you know what I'm saying? All of that. I like lyrics. I like when my mind is like, oh, what did he say? Rewind that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I love Wu-Tang, but I also quickly noticed how New York rap, it really, 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 really embraced comic book culture, right? Ty, you were speaking about this before the show.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you can channel it through the rhymes, through the culture, through just even the names. Think about your boy Iron Man. You know what I'm saying?
Ghostface,
Tony
yeah.
Stark. You know what I'm saying? Ghostface Killer. You had Method Man with Johnny Blaze, and you had Big Punisher with being Punisher.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
And like you can even go further back, but like it just growing up in the tri-state area, comic books was part of our culture. Like that was like before, like either you was in the trading cards or you was in the comic books, or you was in the both. And like you would bring I remember bringing comic books to school, and you know what I'm saying? Like my friends would have their comic books, and you would trade comics. You'd be like, yo, you got this, and look, I'll let you hold this. Let me hold that, or you trade your comics or whatever the case may be. But it was a huge thing to talk about. Like this was something that we would talk about, at recess and at lunch and things like that, because those were our heroes. Those were the ones that we could look up to in terms of projecting what we wanted to be as little kids. I always wanted to fly. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I used to read Superman comics and think, well, how cool would that be to fly? You know what I'm saying? And be able to lift cars and leap tall buildings and all of that kind of stuff, man. So I think a lot of young kids envisioned things that they could be by reading these comic books.
Yo, and let's remember, like what we were saying in advance before we started as well. What was the very first thing that was said on Big Pun's first on Capital Punishment? The very first words you heard. Spider-Man goes down. Patrick goes down. Punisher taking out all of them. X-Men take out the punishment. X-Men like, yo, it's so crazy how I didn't until like almost I didn't. I mean, maybe I did back in the day, but I almost forgot that you got two of of the most prominent rappers in New York, Ghostface and Big Punisher, and let's throw in Method Man, that are named after comic book characters. Punisher is named after Frank Castle. Ding. Thank you. Yeah. Method Man, Johnny Blaze. Who's that? Yeah. That's my man, Ghost Rider. Yeah. And then you got Iron Man. Ghostface Killer first album is called Iron Man. And not only is it called Iron Man, the very first thing, just like with Big Pun, where you hear Spider-Man go, the very first thing you hear on the Iron Man album is Tony Stark says he does this whole Tony Stark thing. And he always has this alter ego as Tony Stark. Yo, it's the black Tony Starks. They even gave him a cameo in Iron Man 2, right? When he came out, with the fly Wonder Woman bracelet, you know what I mean? So this is dope. It's like full circle, but it feels almost overdue. that they should be appearing at Comic-Con with an unleashed thing. And I want to welcome Otaku, who came over from the IG chat. Shout out to IG chat. If you're an IG, that's kind of like a conduit. All right, we want y'all to come from IG over to the YouTube because we can't really hear you over here. So welcome our new friend Otaku into the chat. And it sounds like you had an ability to actually get that comic. I haven't had a chance to see it, read it, and check it out yet, but I definitely want to make sure we can check them out so we can comment on them. What's up? Oh, tell me what I want to hear, Ant.
No,
what I want to hear.
It's right there. It's on
You
the
got
show.
it right there. Yo, it's yo, you got the go, put your hands on it, man. Go great. Oh, you won't even, you're not gonna take it out the pack?
No,
He don't want them to see the drip.
Oh yeah. Not the
Ain't you scared to get stand up? You don't want everybody to see it.
First he was like, let's do it. I can show it. Then now he's like,
it looks great where it's at. It looks great where it's at.
Okay, right. All right. Well, anyway, let's take a look at some of these images, yo. These shows look dope. All right, so here's what we got to look forward to. Nas is the calm. Okay, I like it. Dig it. This is his powers. Chrono phase travel. He bends and manipulates time via light-based portals, enabling him to traverse multiversal timelines. All right. Consciousness elevation. Oh, okay, they doing real life shit. Look at this. All right. He sees and understands multiple dimensions and thought, simultaneously giving him near prophetic perception. Okay, they want Nas to actually be his actual character. Y'all see what he's doing here? Y'all see what they're doing here, right?
Hey,
so he's
I'm not
like
even mad at it, though. I'm not mad at it.
Just more smart.
fantasy meets reality.
Density control strengthens or lightens his physical form as needed, making him resistant or weightless at will. Nas is really literally putting his own self as a comic book character. He's not, he's super. I want to fly and be invisible. He's like, nah, I want consciousness. I want an elevated consciousness. Yeah, I mean, because we out here in Queensbridge. Yeah, I mean, this is dope, yo. I hope to see more of this. I would wait a little while to check the numbers on the purchases, but I hope that this leads to maybe Carl Jones or some sort of animated special that could come out of this comic book creation. Could you all see that? Could you all see a possibility, a realm where we get a Nas anime or Nas superhero comic book brought to life? Even if it's, I'm 100%. In fact, I would prefer that it's animated. Don't give me a live action nothing. I want the full weight of weightlessness and the whole imaginative view of this. So y'all down with that, or does that sound a little silly?
I could see a studio picking that up ASAP. Like it makes sense. It makes it like when I see Meg Thee Stallion get her own anime series, exactly. And then I think about Wu-Tang and how far their reach is. Like think about how famous Wu-Tang is on the Asian front, like just like, yo, I remember when they like, it was such a big movement in the Asian countries that like when they would go travel over there, like the so many Asians were now rocking Timberland boots and bubble gooses and Scullies, and now they over there Wu-Tang forever. Like,
yeah.
Yo, they would get over there and they would meet these Asian kids and they would give them bar for bar what they were saying in the songs. And it was like, yo, this is how far y'all reached. Y'all reached the international height. You know what I'm saying? And I can see a studio like Amazon, who has already, by the way, involved themselves in the Wu-Tang Saga series. Was that Hulu?
Yeah,
Matter of fact, was that Hulu? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Hulu. Yeah. So Hulu, I can see Hulu being like, oh yeah, we'll definitely pick up a property and go and are y'all ready to shoot? And yeah, man, I would love to see something like that, bro. Like that would be dope because it opens the door for so many other black creatives to do stuff like this.
No, you disagree, Ant?
No, I would love to see it, and I think Hulu would be the best most like a logical place for it to be, right? It's the Marvel comic is through Disney. That's kind of under the same umbrella. But Hulu's going away at the end of this year.
All right. Well, I mean, technicalities. But
it also brings up a valid point, I think, in that, a lot of these projects, they write the things that would normally fit on Hulu that might not fit on Disney Plus, like the Shoguns, the Wu-Tang sagas, that kind of show. Where are they going to go? Are they going to still get made? Is Disney going to put that on Disney Plus? Like, is that what we're going to see? The Wu-Tang
is such a succubus. I'm sorry. I mean, we love you for Mandalorian and all of that, but like, I just feel like this was mismanaged. But that's a whole other subject. But this does give me it makes me think back to, remember that Def Jam video game where they was fighting each other and stuff like
that. Fight for New York.
Hip hop is merged with like the nerd community, so to speak, on multiple occasions. But I think that this is a different level. I would just like to see something a little further. What's up, man? What's up?
I'm old enough. I'm old enough to remember the rappers who had cartoons. Like, y'all remember the Kid and Play cartoon?
Ooh. Yeah.
Or you remember Hammer Man? When MC Hammer was a superhero?
I remember the Jordan Bird
when he put on the magic shoes, lefty and righty.
Okay, I remember the Kid and Play.
He would turn into a superhero and he would fight crime.
What was the other one?
You don't remember Hammer Man?
Hammer Man?
Yo,
nah, I didn't have that one. Was that on the box?
No, I might have been outside. I might have been outside by then.
Oh my gosh, that would have been hilarious.
That was a Saturday morning. Don't do
that up. That is hilarious.
Yeah, y'all remember Andre 3000's cartoon?
No.
Class of 3000, I think it was called.
Oh yeah, that's right. For a quick second, I guess
he had a cartoon.
I didn't watch. Damn. Okay. Nah. All right.
No, I don't remember that.
And I did like T-Pain's Freaknik.
Man.
I know ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, anybody really claiming that, but I like the T-Pain Freaknik. This Hammer Man, I can't find him on the internet.
Oh, you gotta be there.
Oh, wow.
Hammer Man will be there.
Lucius Hammer?
Is a story of a long time ago. Come on, man.
Is this right?
Hammer Man looks so
this can't be Hammer Man.
It looks so funny.
Nah, never.
This is some random dude. I think somebody just...
I got you right here.
Say, put Hammerman cartoon, Vince, and you'll find it.
I don't want to trigger no trademarks, no copyrights on the stream.
Yeah, right.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, but all right. Well, yeah. Well, listen. The moral of the story is there's room in this.
Yeah. I told you.
I do remember
it. Like I was dying.
It was very Goop Troop, right? Yeah, like I forgot all about this, y'all. Oh, this really happened. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow, I wasn't ready. Not the feet, not the
magic shoes. The magic shoes, lefty and righty.
Lefty and righty. Wow. And it looks like the Proud Family.
What a Proud Family, right? I had a black superhero growing up. I remember every one of them, right? They stood out of everyone.
Wow.
Wow. Yo, big up to you, Ant, for bringing that. Like, I was completely oblivious to Hammerman. I mean, I remember this memory, but I never gave this any rate in India.
Before Blank Man, before
Blank Man, before Meteor Man,
before Meteor Man,
Method Man, or Metroid Man,
before all of
Metroid Man. Was there a Metroid Man?
We had
Metroid Man.
Or what was it called? Meteor Man. Sorry.
Meteor Man. Yeah. Well, damn. Well, ultimately, the moral of the story is hip hop. Welcome to nerd culture. We've always been here, but now you can come on out of hiding and immerse yourself into the culture because you're gonna be welcome. There's a lot of folks like us that grew up listening to Wu-Tang. I can't speak for everybody on here, but I was a hoop. I mean, I could sit here and recite the double discs. I went to the Wu-Tang. I didn't even go to summer school. You know what I mean? I just went and got the Wu-Tang double CD and got all the education I needed that year. Yeah, you know what I mean? All right. And if you were Wu-Tang head, you would get that reference.